right, let me know. Hi, everybody, and welcome to Shadow Ridge High School. And hello again. We've said hi to you on Tuesday. We've said hi to you on Wednesday. And we're saying hi to you again here on Friday night for our very first live stream of Shadow Ridge football. And you know me, I'm Tom Bird, and to my right is Brody. Brody, now you're...
Yes, sir. Brody Morataya here.
Now, tell me your last name again.
Morataya.
Morataya. Okay. I like that. A senior and interested in getting into sports broadcasting, and after high school.
Yes, sir.
After high school, going to look to go and pursue that field. So while we have him here, we're going to try and teach him everything we know about broadcasting and sports broadcasting, and kind of, cut his teeth on it and then let him go and fly and bloom. So anytime that I'm here doing a game and you want to come in and sit and put the headset on, you're fine, because you never know when you might be asked to do a basketball game, soccer game, wrestling.
Yes, sir.
So you're welcome to come in and sit with us and do what we need to do.
Okay, thank you.
All right, about time for our national anthem. And then when we come back, we'll be ready to go. Here we go.
What was that? Yes.
Me and my son are best friends.
That's cool.
So, yeah, and his mom and I know the whole family. So
That's awesome.
All right. Well, there we go. We're back. So we get set for week 3 in the 6A high school football season. Both teams come into tonight with a record of 1 win and 1 loss. You have the schedule for both teams, right?
Yes, sir, I believe I do.
So then let's first start with the visiting Westwood Warriors. So, they went and played Burbank High School out in Burbank, California. The good old Burbank Bulldogs. Cousins graduated from there. And they lost 41-27. And then tell us about the game at Desert Ridge.
Desert Ridge, they were home for that one and lost 42-12. Or won 42-12.
So they beat Desert Ridge 42-12. Desert Ridge, I think, was here for volleyball Wednesday, and Shadow Ridge beat them in volleyball 3 sets to 0. Okay.
You think they're still riding that high from that last game?
So, you never know. You've got momentum going into it. Right now we got the coin flip, as you see there on your screen. One of the other things I like to do is I like to talk to the audience. And so how would you do that? You go, well, bottom of your screen there, you're in the middle of the screen. You'll see him with the coin toss. Shadow Ridge has won the toss. And they want to defer their choice to the second half. So Westwood will get there for – oh, the one young man had to shake hands. Oh, I'm on this side. Okay. And so there you have it. So Westwood will receive the ball. They'll be on offense first, and you'll get a chance to to see their quarterback number 4, Elliott Reed. Reed, a senior, 6'2", 205. And then the other name that we'll call pretty much on the offensive side of the ball, number 2, Keyshawn Barkus, a 5'10", 180-pound junior. So let's look at, Westwood beat Desert Edge, so they've got a good win under their belt. They're coming into tonight with some good chance to have some momentum. And then let's look at Shadow Ridge's first 2 games. So tell us what happened.
Shadow Ridge went to Mesa and lost 34-14 on that one. And then the next following week, they went and played Clark, and they played Clark in Las Vegas, Nevada, won that game 43-6.
So both teams coming off big wins, scoring major points. Now it's going to find out which defense is going to step up, which offense is going to be able to find the gaps in the defense to score some points. Kicking off for Shadow Ridge should be number 41, Yosef Clemens. Yusuf Clemens, deep to receive for Westwood. It'll be Eric Alvarez, number 5. And also number 3, Dalen Hansen. It'll be taken by Hansen at the 15, across to the 20. Fights his way across 20 to about the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Warriors from their own 23-yard line. So 4 12-minute quarters. And probably one of the nice things about getting this being our first game of the season outside doing football, weather-wise, it's pretty bad when you go, it's 93 and clear, but it sure is nice outside tonight. This is year 2, maybe 3 for the turf field here at Shadow Ridge High School.
Oh, a battery, right?
A few years ago, Dysart got a turf field in the district, as well as Willow Canyon. And then last year, I think, or the year before that, Valley and Shadow got their fields. In the meantime, here we go. Reed in the shotgun. Quick fat, fires over, complete, across the 33 to the 39-yard line. Or 34-yard line, close to the first down. Receivers, Caleb Kapulis, number 18. Number 15, Bassett Ward, will come down to the bottom of your screen. Quick look, throw to Bassett Ward, and he missed it. Is it going to be incomplete pass? Yeah, incomplete pass. The linesman saying complete pass. So that'll bring up 2nd down and 10. They gave them the first down on their first play. Our officials for tonight's game, while we get a quick chance. The referee is James Chavez, the umpire Alan Richardson, Anthony Capatillo, the line judge, Jesse Ramirez, the head linesman, and Glenn Bickley, the back judge. Off the left tackle, breaks a tackle, finally stays on his feet and gets out to the 40-yard line. A good pickup of 5 yards for the Warriors. It should be 3rd down and 5. Well, now they're going to call it 2nd and 5. So the Warriors have moved the ball. The ball carrier, Keyshawn Barkus, he's going to be the workhorse of the unit. Reed in the gun. Barkus in motion. Reed looks left, going to keep it himself, trying to find some help. He's got a man open, fires it deep, and it was Barkus, and he threw it out of bounds.
I believe that's now 3rd and 5, correct?
3rd and 5, correct. So now you had great pressure by the defense as they forced Reed out of the pocket, and he had to make that throw and saw he couldn't complete it, so he just overthrew the receiver. Okay? That's your color comment.
Yes, sir.
All right, we're good. Here we go. 4th down. And Michael Cruz looks like he might be beeped to receive. It is. The senior trying to find it. Did he drop the ball?
Michael Cruz looks to seem he dropped the ball on the 22-yard line.
So, well, he recovered. So Michael Cruz, the senior, still wearing number 18. And we've had a chance to call his name quite a bit lately in the last few years. And we go on offense now for Shadow Ridge. Christian Normandine will be the quarterback for the Stallions. They'll start 1st and 10 from their own 31-yard line or 32-yard line. Twin receivers to the bottom of your screen. Now they'll run the shift. And they give it to the tailback, the first man through, up the middle.
Shadows seem to find that grass, seem to be finding that gap, seeming to be aggressive. Hopefully they're looking to start off aggressive, trying to score on the board before Westwood can.
Michael Cruz on that carry. Second down, we'll call it 5 yards to go. Cruz will be the lone setback. 3 receivers to the left side. Nate Pearson, number 0, slides into that tight end slot. In motion is Colton Day. Pearson moves again. 2 guys move. They call a timeout rather than get the penalty. You had 2 guys moving at the same time. So, Coach, how's he pronounce his last name? Debsky?
Zadebski.
So Coach Zadebski, in his second year at the helm for Shadow Ridge, calls the timeout. In the meantime, it is like Little Tykes night here at Shadow Ridge High School. They got the youngsters from the feeder schools helping out with the marching band, playing instruments. They might have a little cheerleader thing tonight. And it is a Western theme. A lot of the kids wearing cowboy hats and plaid shirts and boots. And
me, myself.
Yep, absolutely. So here we go. Timeout is done. 2nd and 5 for the Stallions on their own 38-yard line. Normandine. It's that same setup. They're gonna have trips on that side. Fake pass, throws opposite way, and complete, but a great open field tackle by Kenny Johnson, the senior safety from Westwood. And it looked like Colton Day was the intended receiver.
Even with the great tackle, it was still a great play by Shadow, being able to get into the open field, faking the run, and then passing to the...
So you had Colton Day who made that reception. It's 1st and 10 for Shadow Ridge from their own 43-yard line. Under center, they give the ball to Cruz. Squeaks through, and the young man gets about 10 yards on that carry.
Cruz once
Michael,
again.
go ahead.
Cruz once again finding that gap. Shadow looks to be running the ball a lot tonight with their first 2 plays, with their first play also being a run, and then faking the run, trying to get on top of Westwood.
Michael Cruz, 5'8", 160 pounds. Kind of a young, small back there, and he's able to squeak through that defensive line of Preston Atwood and LaTravion Fricks. Shadow in the gun one more time. Cruz resets. Back to pass. It's a late quarterback draw. They give it to Cruz again. Breaks the tackle across the 45 into Warrior territory. Gets brought down at the 41-yard line. 1st and 10 for Shadow Ridge.
How do you pronounce it?
Christian Normandine.
Christian Normandine looked for a pass there. But
Normandine.
Christian Normandine looking to see if the pass had to go to his running back for that one.
So here we go. 2 backs in the backfield. Normandine. Cruz in motion, a little
Passing
swing pass
momentum.
out to Cruz, across the 40, and then down at the 39-yard line. So a short gain, only of a yard on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 9 for Shadow Ridge from the Westwood 39-yard line. Now Cruz comes out, kind of lines up in that wingback formation. They kind of deep in the slot there. Normanding gonna look. They give it to on a kind of a trap play around the right guard. And Michael Cruz maybe got a yard, and that's a big maybe.
Big stop for Westwood there, trying to just limit the running game, considering the 3 other Russian plays were great plays, one of them being more than 10 yards.
So 3rd down and 8. Great defensive pressure by Westwood. So 3rd and long. In motion goes Day. Brody Lara down at the bottom of your screen. Back to pass, in trouble, fires, and he threw behind his receiver. He was trying to get it to Colton Day, number 11, but it was incomplete, and it's 4th down.
Just the pocket collapsing on that play. Once again, Westwood trying to get aggressive with their defense, trying to limit what Shadow has their momentum going for here.
So Yusuf Clemens going to try a 56-yard field goal. There's the snap, and it's not even close. So it'll be a turnover on downs in favor of Westwood. And my guess is, rather than punt the ball, we know we're not going to make a 56-yarder, so we'll just get it to him on the 25. That was the thinking behind that play. So here we go. Warriors back on offense. Bassett Ward at the bottom of your screen there on the left-hand side. Reed in the gun. He's got nobody in the backfield to help him out. Look left, fires there, kind of a bubble screen there to the left side. Pick him up a couple of yards on the play. They'll spot the ball. At the 28-yard line. So it'll be 2nd down and 7 for the Warriors from their own 27-yard line. Aiden Tatum on the bottom of your screen is the cornerback for Shadow Ridge. He's wearing number 1. He'll be guarding Bassett Ward. There's a quick on a student body sweep. Nice job there by Barkus. He breaks a tackle, gets across the 35 and down to the 37-yard line. They're gonna spot it at the 39 for forward progress. Enough for the 1st down.
Need to see more pressure from defense on the wings.
So defense have got to contain and turn that runner inside to get so those inside linebackers can make the play. Xavier Lundy in the backfield now for the Warriors, number 13. 3 receivers to the left. They give it to Lundy. Lundy trying to find a way, and there was nowhere for him to go. They tried some type of a misdirection where they set 3 receivers to the left side, looked like everything's going left, and then Lundy, they just give it to him, and he said, "It's like, hey, you're on your own, go to the right side." And he got hammered. And loss of 4 yards on the play, so now it'll be second down and 14. Reed gives it to Barkis. Barkis makes a move, gets to the outside across the 40, and down at the 46-yard line. A good pickup. They had second and 14, and now they make it, it'll be third and, we'll call it a long 3. Nobody in the backfield, but that doesn't mean Reed won't keep it himself. Barkis and Bassett at the bottom of your screen. They quick throw. They get it to Ward. And did he catch it? No, they're saying he did not catch it. Our view was a little bit blocked because of the player's bench. Well, yeah, they did say he caught it. So Shadow Ridge kind of say, no, incomplete, but it is. First and 10 for the Warriors from their own 49-yard line. Reed, give it to Barkis again. Cuts, bounces, trying to bounce out. He drops the ball, but got it back. Boy, talk about a lucky bounce. No, now the Shadow Ridge is saying they got it. The official has not ruled anything yet. The official has not ruled anything, but Shadow Ridge saying, hey, let us make the call. Penalty marker, that may be on Shadow Ridge. So let's see what's going to happen. There's a crowd in there. And nothing has been said about who got the ball. Unsportsmanlike against Westwood. So now, it'll still be Warriors ball, but it puts them back about 25 yards to go for the first. So Westwood will have it at their own 33, it looks like, and they've got to get to the 41 of Shadow Ridge.
Westwood seeming to try to move the chains there on that play, but before the penalty, we saw Alejandro Cuevas on the side, the kicker for Westwood, warming up, maybe potentially going for a field goal.
Reed throws, incomplete.
Pocket collapsing on that play there, just had to get rid of the ball as soon as he could.
Ben Atwood, the intended receiver. So now you have third down and 26. Third down and 26 to go for the Warriors. Reed in the gun. Back to pass, here comes the pressure. And it was a little screen and Reed overthrew it. He tried to get it to Barkis and let Barkis do his thing, but couldn't make it happen. In there on the stop, number 58, James Hamilton.
Just applying that pressure there from James Hamilton, the senior, 250 pounds, 6 foot. I mean, when you're in that spot, it's got to be tough for you. You just made an incomplete pass, now you're being pressured by a huge threat on the left of you.
You're right. Caleb Kapulis in to punt the ball away for the Warriors. Michael Cruz stands at his own 25, and it's going to take a Warrior bounce and go out of bounds at the 20. Where's he going to? Oh, 25-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10 for Shadow Ridge from their own 25-yard line. 3:43 left to go in quarter number 1. No score. And in a way, we're just kind of getting started for tonight.
Now with this offense going out on the field, I'd like to take a look at number 72, Rocco Riesland. Last year, he was injured for most of the season. Now, I've talked to him earlier today, and he said that he is hungry to make a play. He just wants to get out there and make a difference in this game. So keep an eye out for him on this game.
And Rocco's what number?
72.
All right. Where's he at on the offensive line?
Yes, sir.
All right. So here we go. In motion is Pearson. And they give the ball to Cruz, and he's got a host of white jerseys to say hello. You're not. Good pressure by the defense. Preston Atwood in there as well. Second down and 11 for Shadow Ridge. From their own 24-yard line. Little screen pass to Cruz. He broke a tackle across the 40, across the 50, 45, 30, 35, 20, 25, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Shadow Ridge. Michael Cruz cruised on into the end zone. And just like that, it's 6-0 Stallions.
Like previously shown in the past few plays, Cruz just making a big difference on this team. I mean, you saw it for yourself, him going down the goal line, just breaking tackles and jukes left and right, being able to get in that end zone. Hopefully he's able to do more for Shadow Ridge like that tonight.
Extra point for Shadow Ridge. And it's up and good. So Yusuf Clemens adds a point on the board. And at 2:47 of the first quarter, it's 7-0 in favor of Shadow Ridge. We'll try and take a quick 30-second timeout. We'll be back right after this. $7-0 in favor of Shadow Ridge over Westwood. And Yusuf Clemens gets set to put his foot into it again. Back to receive for the Warriors will be number 3, Dallin Hanson. And number 2, Keyshawn Barkus. Hanson will be on the right. Barkus will be on the left. So the Stallions catch a break. And a big play at the courtesy of Michael Cruz, who has done that pretty much all his entire career here at Shadow Ridge. And into the end zone it goes. And so it'll be 1st and 10 for for the Warriors from their own 25. So we'll see how the Warriors respond as the Stallions come out of the chute. And we're off to the races. First and 10 for the Warriors from their own 20-yard line. Barkas is going to be the tailback. Now they're trying to set up for which play they're going to pull it off. Bassett Ward will be coming to the bottom of your screen, number 15 there. Also over there, guarding him will be number 20 for Shatteridge. We'll get his name to you. There goes Barkas. Barkas around the left side, picks up a good 5 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 5 for the Warriors from their own 25-yard line. He's really quick to get to the outside. He's really quick to get to the outside. So those outside linebackers are going to have to crash in and make sure they get containment on that. Reed in the gun. Give it to Barkas again, up the middle, right like a dive play right over the center. Enough for the 1st down plus a few more. The ball gets to the 35-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Warriors.
Like you have said previously, Bark is going to be a big workhorse for this game. Both sides just using their running backs to their full advantage, getting through gaps whichever way they can. This will be an interesting game to see which running back comes out on top, though.
So there's a kind of a miscommunication on that play. Eric Alvarez, the intended receiver, number 5, he was looking inside and Reed threw it outside, and it almost got picked off by the Stallions. Shout out to our good friend Henry Brown, who gave us a little bit of information about Westwood as he helping out watching some film on the Warriors.
Luke Chicas being able to block that pass there while also playing wide receiver and being a cornerback in this game.
Two-way player. Here's Reed trying to find his way. Gets to the 40-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and 5 for the Warriors. So now they're the sideline of the Stallions. Sideline of the Stallions trying to go 3rd down and make a bunch of noise.
1 for 3 now on 3rd down conversions. Hoping to change that right here.
Here's Reed in the gun. Looks left, throws left, and his intended receiver was right there. It looked like it was Caleb Caputas.
Just an incomplete pass with no pressure either. His O-line being able to block perfectly, but just him not being able to perform well.
Just not being able to execute that. Maybe trying a little bit too hard. Maybe trying to aim where he throws. Just trying to, he's got to remember, just throw the ball and let the receivers do their job and catch it. So here we go, punt team again. And the Stallion friend, or the Stallion of the night, Michael Cruz, back to receive at his own 30-yard line. A good punt this time. Good punt. Fair catch called by Cruz. He lets it go over his head. It takes a Warrior bounce all the way down to the 10-yard line. So the test for the Shadow Ridge offense is, can they march down the field and score? It's one thing to break a big play and get a score in there, and it's great and it's exciting and everything else. But sometimes you're going to have to march all the way down the field. So we'll see if that happens tonight. Defensive unit comes on for Westwood. They're down 7-0 with 1:10 left to go in quarter number 1. Normandin in the gun. It'll be 1st and 10 for him and his Stallions from their own 10-yard line. Quick look on the sweep to the right side, throwing for a loss, and a big loss. 5-yard loss on the play. It'll be second down and 15. Minute 3 left to go in quarter number 1. Brody Lara comes out to the far right side or left side bottom of your screen. Normandin in the gun. They give it to Cruz, and Cruz gets buried. In on the stop for the Warriors. Number 9, Apiata Tenge. From his defensive end position, he was the leading tackler on the Warrior team. Colton Day comes into the game for Shadow Ridge, number 11. Lara, far left side. Cruz in the backfield. Quick shot to Lara. He got to the 10-yard line before he got leveled. In on the stop, number 10, Dax Clark. And also number 3, Dallin Hanson. It is 4th down now for Shadow Ridge. And that's the end of the first quarter with the score. 7-0 in favor of Shadow Ridge. Back with the second quarter right after this.
We think schools should be more. It's not enough to go to school. It should be an experience. It should be a second home, one that is full of support, love, and family. A place where everyone is proud to wear their colors. Where school pride isn't just a phrase, but an embedded culture and a way of life. Every day, we strive to be more. So tell me, are you ready to experience Dysart?
If you could shape the future of education, how would it look? Most students follow the same beaten path, but our path is different. Our path is inspired. Our path leads to more. Our path is career and technical education. Students are engaged. They do. They create. They are fueled by choice. Our students engineer their own experience. Working with business mentors, it's more than a classroom. It's a thriving center for career-driven education, focused on producing the best students. Students who are prepared to contribute in the working world. Students with self-confidence. Students with collaboration skills and creativity. The best kind of students. At the end of the day, we produce the best students. West Mech is career-driven education.
Seven nothing the score as we start the second quarter. Shadow Ridge punted the ball. It was fair caught at the 45 of Shadow Ridge by Barkus, and unfortunately you didn't get a chance to see it, but it was a great catch by the young man. Great catch by the young man. So Elliott Reed going to try and make something happen here. They give it to Barkus, scampers to the outside on the right side, breaks a tackle across the 40 to the 35, and finally brought down at the 30, we'll call it the 33-yard line. Do you see any, I'm seeing similarities between Cruz and Barkus, size-wise and quickness-wise.
Yes, sir. Seem to be both the same type of aggressive running backs, just pounding the zone.
Penalty marker on the play, and Reed tackled behind the line of scrimmage. by number 1 for Shadow Ridge. That is Aiden Tatum. So we'll see what the penalty is. Might be defensive holding because it was on the opposite side of the field for a receiver maybe. Maybe offensive holding because of the receiver. Personal foul against Shadow Ridge. Holding against the Warriors of Westwood. The penalty is offset. They'll replay first down. So rewind the tape and we'll play first down all over again. Ben Atwood, number 16 at the bottom of your screen. Also coming over that way, Bassett Ward, number 15. Keyshawn Barkus, he's a junior, so he'll be back next year. And Reed in the gun. They give the ball to Barkus. Trying to scamper his way through, and then he's met by a sea of maroon or burgundy or crimson, whatever we want to call our Shadow Ridge colors. Pickup of 2 yards on the play. So now it will be second, and we'll call it a long 8. Ball spotted at the 32-yard line. In the motion is backs. Reed keeps it himself across the 30, gets to the 27-yard line, or the 28, they're going to spot it. Short of the first down. It'll be third down, and we'll call it a long 4 yards to go for the first. So third down and 5. For the Warriors, Reed in the gun. Going to keep it himself, call his own number, try and go right off the right tackle. And he's not going to make it. He's short by about 3 yards. So it'll be fourth down. And they're going to go for it. So fourth and a long 3, and a penalty marker gets on the field. Did they make Shadow Ridge jump? They did, because Shadow Ridge is moving back. And just like that, first and 10 for the Warriors. Good coaching on the part of the Warriors to draw the Stallions offside.
Number 15 coming out of this game, number 45 running onto the field.
They give the ball on the way through into the end zone. Touchdown. Barkus off that right side. Just quick to get on the outside. Broke a couple of tackles and into the end zone for the score.
Flag thrown on the field by the end of that play.
Might be unsportsmanlike. Well, they'll probably put it on the kickoff or the extra point. We'll see. Unsportsmanlike. Yep. Ooh, wait, did he get ejected? I wonder if Barkus got ejected. Oh, that's killer. Okay, break out the binoculars. See if you see number 2 over there on the sideline.
Sir.
Wow. Maybe it was too much excessive celebration. I don't know. But it could be maybe that's his second misconduct because they might have had one earlier in the game. Oh, and a bad pass. Follow on it. So the 2-point conversion fails. And it remains 7-6 in favor of Shadow Ridge. Well, I guess we'll find out on the next offensive series if he's in there or not. Because I saw the umpire, the head official, like he's calling an out in baseball. But we'll see. In the meantime, 7-6 in favor of Shadow Ridge. The Stallions going to get the ball back with 9:26 left to go in quarter number 2. And they'll try to see if they can gallop on down the field and try and put some points on the board. So there's the unsportsmanlike. And now they're going to mark it on the kickoff. So instead of kicking off at the 40, they will kick it off at the 25. Michael Cruz will be back to receive. Cruz has been on varsity for at least 3 years. I remember calling his name when he was a sophomore. Alejandro Cuevas gets set to put his foot into it for the Warriors. Cruz will stand at his own 20-yard line. Cuevas set to put his foot into it from the 25. There he goes, and he'll put it over. And a bobble. Now it's finally picked up. And going to the left side. Across the 40, 45, 50, 45, 40, 35, 25, down. And finally brought down at the 19-yard line. A great run by Brandon Lafitte. So Brandon Lafitte says hello in a big way and makes up for that bobble on the right side and just took it around the left side and was able to find a roll and then go down the sideline. Brandon Lafitte. And he was moving those feet for sure. Apparently there was a flag on the play. Holding against Westwood, holding against Shadow Ridge. The penalty's offset. So, are they going to kick it again? I would argue they are, because that's what the official is going to. So a great run by Brennan Lafitte. And Coach Sebsky is just fit to be tied. So now after that great run, they're going to re-kick. And if I was a betting man, but I'm not, I'd say I don't think Shadow Ridge is going to get back that field position that they just had at the Warrior 19-yard line. But stranger things have happened. So here we go. Cuevas will put his foot into it again. And they're going to give it to Lafitte. He makes that, fakes it in, going to go around the left side again. Tried to find a hole. He broke it through and finally brought down at the 49-yard line. Or are they going to say his knee was down at the 49 of Shadow Ridge? His knee was down at the 49 of Shadow Ridge. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Stallions from their own 49-yard line. 9:06 left to go in quarter number 2. Normandin in the gun. Cruz, the ball carrier, trying to find a hole that's out nowhere. And right there to make sure he didn't get any yardage was number 12, Nate Willis, the middle linebacker.
Flag thrown on the play now.
Holding against the defense. It's a 15-yard penalty. They put the ball all the way to the 36-yard line of Westwood.
Shadow losing that first kick return, but still moving the chains here, trying to just get back to where they should have been at first without the flags.
So the penalty helps out. And Shadow Ridge calls for a timeout. We'll go ahead and try and take a quick 30 seconds. We'll come back in a moment right after this. (7-6) to score here at Shadow Ridge High School. First play from the line of scrimmage. Short gain on the play for Shadow Ridge. Pickup of, we'll call it 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 6. Hayden Overhortz, the center for the Stallions. Play action pass going deep down the sideline, incomplete, and wasn't even close. And Nate Pearson, the intended receiver, he's hobbling a little bit. And he may be coming off. Yeah, he's hobbling. He's telling the official timeout. He's trying to say if he can even make it across. The official is motioning for the trainer to come out.
Kenny Johnson, the defensive back there, senior, being able to just apply that pressure to him, allowing for just the incomplete pass there and not allowing him to get to that ball.
So he's finally hobbled off on his own power. It is 3rd down and 6 for Shadow Ridge from the Warrior 32-yard line. To the training table goes Nate Pearson. Pearson 6'3", 225. Fumble on the play. Reed able to pick it up. Going to fire across the middle. Intercepted by Westwood. And it's Dax Clark with the interception. I thought I saw a penalty marker fly. Did you see one?
I didn't.
We'll see. Yeah, there's one on the field about the 40-yard line. holding against Shadow Ridge. That penalty will be declined. And with 8:05 left to go in quarter number 2, the Warriors have a chance to take a lead.
Dax Clark just being able to read Norman in there like a book, just being able to pick him off right there with the pressure coming from the defense as well, just truly breaking down on Shadow here.
All right, so now the big question. Where is Barkus? He is not in the backfield. He is not in the backfield. They give the ball to the tailback in the first year. I think that is Eric Alvarez, number 5. Keyshawn Barkus. Do you see number 2 on the sideline over there?
Take a look right now.
Good gain on the play for the Warriors. 2nd down and 5. They spot the ball at the Warrior 33-yard line.
I can't say that I do spot number 2.
The ball carrier, I think, number 12 for that is Nate Willis. So, yeah, Nate Willis is in there. So, one of the best players on the team got ejected.
And then come back here and take everything down with you guys.
Okay, good.
Reed keeps it himself, calls his own number, tries to go up the middle, gets a couple of yards, looks like he got enough for the first down. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Warriors from their own 39-yard line. Yeah, Keyshawn Barkus is out.
Big difference maker here for Westwood in this game, with Shadow already having their running room just ground and pound through this game, being their workhorse. Now without Barkus, the question is Westwood going to be able to put up those running yards?
Yeah. So Reed could going down deep to the sideline, incomplete, no penalty marker on the play. So it'll be 2nd down and 10 for the Warriors from their own 39-yard line. Reed in the gun. To his left, number 12, Nate Willis. They give the ball to Willis. Willis trying to find some empty room and can't, as he's met by a host of maroon jerseys. Throwing for a loss on the play of at least a yard. Now it'll be 3rd down and 11. So right now, the loss of Keyshawn Barkus is being amplified.
Westwood already at a disadvantage with the 3rd and downs, not being successful in the past few 3rd and downs.
Reed back, looks left, has plenty of time, fires it, and great coverage there by Shadow Ridge on the defensive side of the ball by Grant Jordan. Number 17 for the Stallions, a 6'1", 232-pound senior. And the punt team comes on for Westwood. Michael Cruz will go back and stand at about his own 25 or so. Caleb Kupelis will be there to punt the ball away. He does, kind of a wobbly wounded duck, but it'll take a Warrior bounce and it goes out of bounds in favor of Shadow Ridge. So if he keeps it in bounds, it probably bounces to the 10 at least. So for Shadow Ridge, 1st and 10 for the Stallions from their own 25. 5:39 left to go here in the 2nd quarter. 7-6 the score. Shadow Ridge on top. Normandin under center And a great blitz and rush by number 58. That is Preston Atwood, the nose guard. And he was able just to get through the A gap and get into the backfield, and Cruz had nowhere to go. Loss of 5 yards on the play, or a good 4 yards. It'll be second down and 14.
Well, Peter 10 guy at the end of that play just showing great sportsmanship all around, hoping to see that we see more of that from this game.
Normanton looks left, throws, wounded duck pass, complete. Looks like it's Cruz. And he slipped at the 25 and then fell to the 27. Pickup of, we'll call it 6 yards. It'll be third down and 8 for Shadow Ridge from their own 27-yard line. 4:39 left to go in the first half. Three receivers to the bottom of your screen. Normanton looks right, in trouble, gonna try and find some daylight, and he did, but not much, as he stumbled. He like crawled for about 3 yards. They're gonna give him a nice generous spot on the ball, and it's enough for the first down. So first and 10 for Shadow Ridge from their own 35-yard line. 3:44 left to go in the second quarter. They'd love to get some points on the board here and cushion that lead of 1 point. They'd like to make it at least another 7 or 8. Pump fake, in trouble, and Reed slides. And he started to slide back at where they're going to spot it at the 38.
Number 58 there, Preston Atwood, just applying that pressure once again. Old Westwood proving once again that their defense just keeps grounding and pounding in this game, trying to get on top of the ball there and on top of Normanton himself.
Brandon Gilroy in there as well, number 72. Atwood on that defensive end position towards the near side of the field. And just like that, throwing for a loss, number 47 defensively, Various Carling. So a nice job by that young man. He's coming from that defensive slot. I thought I had him in here somewhere. So loss of 4 yards on the play. So now it's 3rd and 13. The Stallions got to get to their own 45-yard line for the first. Playing fake over the middle and a bad pass. Norman did put a bad pass out there. He tried to get it to Luke Pearson, the sophomore, but he just couldn't get it there in time, and he put it low, and Pearson couldn't even catch it. So now, with about 2:13 left to go in the first half, the Warriors have a chance to put some points on the board. Ryan Seymour will punt the ball away. And standing at his own 35, number 3 for the spin move and got it to the 49-yard line. Dallin Hansen, the ball carrier. And it'll be 1st and 10 for the Warriors from their own 49. They've got 2:02 left to go in the second quarter, and they would love to take a lead going into halftime. Big shout out to the Westwood Marching Band that made a trip over here and their flag team. Marching band competition starts in a few weeks, like the entire month of October. Reed looks right, throws right. He's got a man open, and just like that, it's a complete pass. It's Barrett Ward with the reception, and it's 1st and 10 for the Warriors from the Shadow Ridge 28-yard line. 1:52 left. And Ward had about a good 5-yard gap between him and the defender. Reed again. It worked once, going to keep it himself, trying to break the tackle, but hung on to the football. Reed saw that he was going to go down and put both arms around the ball so he couldn't drop it and nobody could strip it away. Pick up of 4 yards on the play, 2nd down and 6.
Westwood just applying that pressure, being quick with that snap after that receiving catch, and here ready to snap again. Just trying to get this as soon as they can. They really want this lead before halftime.
Well, the terminology that some coaches have used is play fast, and that's what Westwood's trying to do right now. Reed rolls out to the right side, going to keep it himself. He's got real estate, and gets brought down at the 20-yard line. So it is 3rd down and 4. Timeout Westwood. They're going to spot the ball at the 21, so it's 3rd down and 4.
Elliott Reed not afraid to just run the ball himself after losing his running back here. For me, I've seen just a big difference since Barkus leaving the game. Reed just wants to do it all on his own, it seems like.
Well, besides Barkus being the leading rusher, Reed's the number 2 man on stat sheet that's got the most yardage. So, timeout taken. We'll keep it here. We got 56 seconds left to go until halftime. If you're Shadow Ridge, you're going, we got to make a stand. We cannot give up any points. The other thing that we really haven't seen is the kicking game for Westwood. Do they have a young man or a young lady that can put the ball through the uprights from 35 yards out? Reed in the gun. They got 5 receivers in the ball game now. 2 at the bottom of your screen, 3 at the top. Reed looking at, and nice play there. A great job. Is that Bassett Ward again? Yes. So that route, Bassett Ward took off like he's headed for the end zone and came back to the ball and gets it 1st and goal for the Warriors from the Shadow Ridge 6-yard line. Reed in trouble on a batted down ball. So incomplete pass. Great defensive pressure from the defensive line by Shadow Ridge. .26 seconds left to go in the half. 7-6 to score in favor of Shadow Ridge. However, the Warriors have it 2nd and goal from the 6-yard line.
Bassett Ward seeming to be just the number 1 target here for Elliott Reed. Just looking for his first season touchdown as well.
Back to Bass, fires a floop, and did he catch it? Penalty marker, yeah, for sure. So pass interference going to be the call. Pass is incomplete. But defensively, Daniel Lasson in that safety slot. A little bit too much contact for the ball. So 1st and goal for the Warriors from the 3. Here they go. Reed going to try and keep it himself. It's the Bush push trying to get him in the end zone. And he gets to about the 2. 8 seconds left. 8 seconds left. Westwood calls for a timeout.
Now, if you're Westwood in this situation, what is your main idea of how to just get in this end zone and try to prevent Shadow being able to just hold this lead before half?
If they've got, I think they might have one timeout left. So they can say if we don't make it, we want another timeout. It's 3rd and goal. And in my opinion, somehow we got to try and fake like a dive play up the middle or something and find somebody breaking off to the side, or we got to find someone that can make a play, but their number one playmaker is out.
Now, whether they want to replace that playmaker with Reed or
Reed's they watched film. Shadow Ridge watched film. Reed's their number one player now, so they're going to key on him. So now, it's a pass play, or they're going to keep in touchdown. So they spread the field, throw shotgun out there, and then sneak up under center and drive it in. And it's 12-7 in favor of Westwood. 6 seconds left to go. So now they're going to go for 2. And Shadow Ridge calls for a timeout. We'll go ahead and keep it here. It has been a good game on both sides. Nobody's blown out anybody yet. Both teams have played strong and both teams have played weak in some spots. But it's always enjoyable to see an evenly matched football program.
Right.
Football programs, I should say. Halftime, we'll have the marching band show for you. Under the direction of our good friend Kerwin Forrest. Don't forget to order your yearbook online for Mr. Moore and his yearbook staff. They've got a great yearbook that they're producing, and you can go online at jostens.com, type in Shadow Ridge High School, Surprise, Arizona, and then click on the link that says order your yearbook. So here we go with a 2-point conversion. The shift is on. Reed in the gun. He's going to try and keep it himself. He's trying to go up the middle, and I'm like, it's not going to work. And you've got so much real estate out there to the far right side. Try and use it up, but apparently they didn't. And the 2-point conversion fails. So it's a 5-point lead for the Warriors as they head into halftime. Unless Mr. Cruz or Mr. Lafitte can take it back into the end zone on the kickoff.
Matthew Bourne being excited after that play, being the main playmaker there, just being able to bring down Reed, and his team celebrating with him alongside for good reason.
Young man made a good play. Well-deserved recognition. For Westwood, that bus ride looks a little bit more easier on the drive home if they pull out a win tonight. Both teams, as we told you early on, are 1 win and 1 loss. Next week, Shadow Ridge will be over at Valley Vista High School. We'll have that game for you on DSB Live. It'll be Valley's first football broadcast of the school year. Of course, yours truly will be there. Lafitte and Cruz. Cuevas gets set to put his foot into it. Clement, Cuevas, onside kick. Good call by them. It'll be Cruz. He's going to keep it himself. Gun on the left side. Trying to find a hole across the 25. Trying to fight to the 27. But the clock runs out. That's the end of the first half with the score 12-7 in favor of the Westwood Warriors. We'll take a break, come back, give you the halftime show, and then back with the third quarter right after this.
We think schools should be more. It's not enough to go to school. It should be an experience. It should be a second home, one that is full of support, love, and family. A place where everyone is proud to wear their colors. Where school pride isn't just a phrase, but an embedded culture and a way of life. Every day, we strive to be more. So tell me, are you ready to experience Dysart?
Dysart has 2 initiatives on the November ballot, and your voice matters for our students. The initiatives focus on academic success, safety, and program offerings for students. Make sure you are registered and ready to vote in this mail-in only election. A few of the many ways the override continuation and bond election would support students include 150 additional teachers to maintain class sizes, increased measures to keep students safe, updated AC systems to ensure a safe learning environment, full-day kindergarten to ensure a strong foundation, safe transportation to and from school, and physical education, arts, and athletic programs. Here are some key dates to remember. The last day to register to vote is October 6th. Early voting begins October 8th. The last day to mail your ballot is October 28th. Election Day is November 4th, where you can drop off your ballot at designated locations. We encourage you to learn more at dysart.org/election. And remember, your voice matters for students. So vote. School finance can be an intricate topic. It's a web of complicated formulas and funding sources that becomes more complex as you learn more about it. But grasping some of the basics of how the Dysart School District receives and spends money can go a long way in understanding how your tax dollars work to meet the needs of children in our community. Dysart receives funding from 3 main sources: the state of Arizona, the federal government, and other local revenues, which include property taxes. About 90% comes from the state and local sources, and about 10% comes from the federal government. Federal money is designated for such things as special education services and to support the learning needs of low-income students using Title I funds. The thing is, that money can only be used for those programs. The district can't use that federal money for anything else. In fact, as you will find out later on, almost every dollar the school district receives has strings attached. State and local funding money is broken down into 2 main pots: maintenance and operations, or M&O, and capital. Dysart receives and spends approximately 95% of its funds in the M&O pot and 5% in capital. Maintenance and operations are your day-to-day expenses, your operating expenses. These include salaries for employees, utilities like lights, transportation services, and general supplies. Capital expenses are items that last for many years, such as buildings, furniture, equipment, technology, textbooks, and buses. So remember those strings I talked about? Well, Arizona law requires that capital money only be used for capital purchases, and M&O money only be used for M&O. So we can't just go buy one less bus to fund a teacher, and we can't cut a teacher's salary to buy a computer. Now, say the school district would like additional money to provide a better education for students that goes above and beyond what the state and federal government provide. They can go out to their local community and ask for something called an override or a bond, which is a tax on property. Overrides and bonds are very different things and are not interchangeable. There's no such thing as an override bond or a bond override. A bond is designated for capital money, those buses, school buildings, safety, and technology. A bond can only be used for those capital purposes. The last time Dysart voters approved a bond was in 2006. The district can call for either a capital override or an M&O override. The Dysart School District asked voters to fund full-day kindergarten, quality arts and athletic programs, and maintain class sizes in 2020 through the continuation of an M&O override. The community approved this override, and that money collected paid directly for those things. The current override provides approximately $26.9 million to the district's maintenance and operations budget. These pots of money that Dysart receives don't look the same from year to year. In fact, they can look very different depending on how many students enroll in Dysart, whether or not voters approve an override, or whether or not the state or federal government decides to cut or adjust funding. Despite the fluctuations in funding, Dysart continues to live within its budget, and it's been doing pretty well. Dysart was voted Best Public School District in the West Valley 3 years in a row and is an A-rated district in the state of Arizona. The district is home to the number 7 ranked K-8 school in Arizona, Freedom Traditional Academy, has 3 top 100 K-8 schools and a top 25 high school in the state. Overall, Dysart has 100% A-rated and B-rated schools, many of which outrank local charter schools. Additionally, all 4 of our high schools were named Best High Schools by U.S. News and World Report. Most importantly, students are graduating from Dysart schools career or college ready. So do you understand the school district budget any better now? If you're like me, the answer is both yes and no. And that's okay. It's difficult. To find out more information and dig deeper into the complexities of school district funding, visit dysart.org/budget or call us directly. We're here to help. It's your money, and we want you to understand how we use it to best meet the needs of all students. Dysart Schools seeks to hire diverse and passionate educators, support staff, and administrators that exercise a love for learning every day. With positions ranging from crossing guard to childcare aide and mechanic to teacher, there's something for everybody. Dysart is home to numerous award-winning teachers, administrators, and staff. Zippia.com named Dysart the best company to work for in Surprise for the last 3 years. And our employee wellness program has also won many accolades. If you're looking for a great career, look no further. Dysart offers competitive salaries and comprehensive benefits packages with medical, dental, vision, Arizona State retirement, professional development, training, and much more. Visit dysart.org/careers to learn more about our winning team of innovative and career-focused educators. We would love to have you join our Dysart Extraordinary Team.
Shadow Ridge cheer now. And welcome to the field, Shadow Ridge Palm.
Here we go to start the third quarter. 12-7 in favor of Westwood. And getting set to kick off will be Alejandro Cuevas. And Lafitte and Cruz back to receive. It'll be Lafitte. And they're going to fake it. He's going to go around down the left side, up the middle, across the 25 to the 30, and down to the 33-yard line. Nice bit of misdirection on there. What you got, Brody?
It is good that Shadow Ridge is getting first possession of this ball in the third quarter here. They need to be able to get it downfield and get it downfield in an aggressive manner to show that they're coming out with passion and the will to play and just be able to beat Westwood.
And they're here to win, not just play football. So here we go. Normandin, the quarterback. Christian is his first name. The sophomore, 5'9", 165 pounds. Michael Cruz, the tailback in the backfield. They give the ball to Cruz. First man through. Comes over the middle, down at the 39-yard line. I was going to say like the old dive play. We used to call it 30 dive, and the zero hole was to the left, I think.
Shadow Ridge is a whole school, just entirely the students and the athletes. Their whole thing about them is pride and playing with honor. So if they can go out there and show that, then I think that could be a big difference maker.
Second down and 4 for the Stallions. Same formation they had on the last play. They give the ball and they run the same play, just the other side. And pick up of a couple of yards on the play. It'll be short by about a yard. It'll be 3rd down and 1. Good ball movement by the Stallions so far to open up the third quarter. Luke Pearson goes out to the far left side. He's at the top of your screen. Cruz is the tailback, and something happened, and not everybody moved at the same time. So a quarterback sneak. It might be short. It is. So now you've got 4th down and 1. Nope, they're going to say it was enough for the first down. It took a while for them to move the chains. So 1st and 10. Pearson and Day at the bottom of your screen. Roll out to the right side. Pressure is on, throws, and it got complete to the big tight end. Number 15, Aiden Meitinger.
Meitinger just being able to shake off that man there at the end, showing that Shadow Ridge is here to fight and they're here to make a stand.
So Meitinger able to get some great yardage on the play, all the way down to the 39-yard line of Westwood. It'll be 1st and 10 for Shadow Ridge from the Warrior 39-yard line. Pearson and Day go out to the left. Meitinger is in that slot back position on the right-hand side. Normandin under center. They give it to Cruz. And it just breaks the tackle over the right guard, gets through across the 35 down to the 31-yard line. Short of the first down by a couple of yards. It'll be 2nd down and 3. Pick up of 7 yards on the play. Meitinger going to line up in that slot on the left. Pearson and Day. Fake pass, pump once. Normandy throws, caught by Pearson and out of bounds at the 27. Can't see the spot. Now they're going to move it at the 26-yard line. First and 10 for the Stallions. Stallions trying to play fast. Everybody moves. Meitinger in the left slot. They give the ball to Cruz. Cruz finds a hole, splits the seam, and gets up to the 20-yard line.
Cruz effortlessly just grounding and pounding in this game, almost like he is himself on cruise control right now.
They get to the 21. Pick up a 5 yards on the play. It'll be second down and 5 for the Stallions. 8:12 left to go in quarter number 3. Stallions have taken the opening kickoff and driven down the field so far very well to start the third quarter of play. Brody Lara goes out to the far left side. Pearson and Day on the right side. They give the ball to Cruz. Goes up the middle again. And it looks like the play is designed, let's spread the field out. They'll put wideouts either side and try it again. Now it's a quick count. Cruz again, going up the middle. Close to the first down. It looks like he could have gotten it. Yeah, he did. So he got a yard past it, so it'll be first and 10 for the Stallions from the Westwood 16-yard line.
Cruz proving to be the workhorse tonight, or should I say work stallion, as he is just effortlessly their number one player tonight.
In motion is Day. They give the ball to him. Here's the student body left. And kind of a wrap and kind of thrown down rodeo style. Steer wrestling. Pickup of a yard on the play. Second down and 9. Normandin in the gun. They give the ball to Cruz again. Finds a seam, squirts right up the middle across the 10 to the 9-yard line. So here we go. Pearson out to the far left. Normandin. Meitinger lining up in that slot. Meitinger in motion to the right side. They give the ball to Cruz again. Same thing up the middle. And he gets driven back. But forward progress will get him to the 6-yard line.
Shadow getting very close to that goal line. Might get loud in here. Hold on to your hats, folks.
They put it at the 7. Stallions got to get to the 6 for the first down. They give the ball to Cruz. He's gotten the first down, keeps his legs driving. He gets to the 4-yard line, but that's enough for a first down. It'll be first and goal for the Stallions from the Westwood 4-yard line.
Cruz just embodying the true Stallion style of being able to buck off those players like that, just be able to get that first down.
First and goal for Shadow Ridge. Remember, the number 1 player for Westwood, he got ejected back in the first quarter. Roll out to the right side. Meitinger there. Touchdown, Shadow Ridge.
Meitinger just being able to get open there was crucial for him. He must have been looking over to Norman and saying, "I am your Huckleberry. Throw to me."
Ryan Seymour will attempt the point after. 14-12. With 4:39 left to go in the third quarter, it is 14-12. Shadow Ridge on top by 2. We'll see if we can take a quick 30 seconds and come right back right after this. What happened to 7? (14-12) the score here at Shadow Ridge High School. Tom Bird along with our good friend Brody coming on the headset with us. He'll be here for all of our football games we get a chance to broadcast. Sophie is down on the field somewhere. We'll see if she maybe will find somewhere where we can get a clip from her sometime, but not yet. In the meantime, it is 14-12 with 4:39 left to go in the third quarter. Shadow Ridge.
Westwood needing to be able to just be aggressive here and get back on top of this ball and respond in a aggressive manner as Shadow did when they came back from the third quarter.
So the ball goes in the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Warriors from their own 20-yard line. So, with Barkus out and coming in to fill in that role is Nate Willis. 1st and 10 for the Warriors. They give the ball to Willis. Willis trying to fight his way through up the middle on the line of scrimmage. Got close to the 24, and that's where they're going to spot it. Penalty marker on the play. If it's unsportsmanlike, that's a problem.
That's got to be the 5th or 6th flag thrown so far, no?
Yeah, I mean, we haven't had a ton of penalties thrown tonight, but we've had a few. Holding against offense. So it's a dead ball foul, so now that's 15 yards. So now
Westwood just being pushed back more and more by this stampede of Stallions.
Reed in the gun. Play action, gonna throw it again up the middle. And Willis is there, gets to the 20-yard line. Good pickup of about 8 yards. Now it'll be 3rd down. And the sideline trying to yell and scream, hey, it's 3rd down, everybody get up.
Westwood already being, I believe, 5-1 on third downs now.
1 out of 5 in 3rd down conversion. They drop the ball. Reed going to pick it up. Here comes pressure. Reed trying to evade a tackle. Can't do it and gets tackled at the 14-yard line by a host of maroon jerseys led by number 17, Grant Jordan.
Jordan just being able to get down there on Reed and lash him into the ground makes a big play here for the Stallions now that they get the ball back and being able to put more points on the board before entering the 4th quarter.
So the punting team comes on. And it'll be Caleb Capellas. Capellas will punt the ball away. And Cruz, I think that's Cruz. He's even with us. I can't see if that's an 18. Yep, it is. He bobbled the ball! Oh my gosh. And the lineman gonna try and run it out. It'll be 1st and goal for Shadow Ridge from the Westwood 3-4 yard line.
Huge disadvantage there for Westwood, huge mishap, but Shadow Ridge hopefully being able to utilize this mistake and using it to the best of their game. But now you have to wonder if they're going to keep giving the ball to
Nate Willis.
if they're going to be able to keep, yeah.
Well, that was a punt team. So that was special teams. So now here we go, offensively and defensively. Dax Clark on that outside. They give the ball to Cruz. Cruz fighting his way through, and he gets into the end zone for the score. Touchdown, Shadow Ridge. And in a matter of about 2 minutes, the Stallions have come out and put up 14 points on the board. At least 13, but we're just going to go automatically 14 with the extra point.
You saw at the halftime show Shadow being able to recite their fight song, and Shadow's proving why they have that fight song here.
So here's a snap. There's a kick. Seymour with it. And it's good. So 21-12 the score in favor of Shadow Ridge. They were down 12-7 at halftime and have come back in the third quarter, and in a span of about 2.5 minutes have put up 14 points. For Westwood, that penalty after the play and that 15-yard penalty really hurt them. (21-12) the score. 2:41 to go in the third quarter.
Defense already being rushed out here now. Just they are exhausted and they are tired from being used so much in this game now, along with special teams having their weaknesses too.
So now, here we go with the kickoff again. Yusuf Clemens will put the ball in play. Here he does, kind of a wobbly kick. Off of the hands, he stumbled, and here he goes. The ball carrier, Caleb Capellas. And once again, the Warriors start deep into their own territory. 2:34 left in the third quarter. And now the Warriors will try to regroup. Shadow Ridge defensively has some good momentum. And now the Warriors will try to see if they can snatch it away. And try and grab lightning right here. Preston Levitt in the slot. Reed back to pass, complete to Capellas. And Capellas forward progress got him to the 11. Pick up of 5 yards, it'll be second down and 5. Bassett, Ward at the bottom of your screen, number 15. Reed looks right, in trouble, sheds one tackler, fires it in off of the helmet. One of the players, that might have been Preston Levitt.
Shadow's defense just being able to keep putting that pressure on and allowing no plays made, and it's just impressive here.
3rd down and 5 from the 11 for the Warriors, their own 11-yard line. Quick look, caught. Xavier Lundy in there on the catch. 1st down, and it looks like the MO for the Warriors is going to be quick, short passes. Maybe a couple of runs. Trying to get forward progress to get a couple of yards will be Nate Willis. Minute 18 left to go. 2nd down and 8 for the Warriors. Reed looks at that, throws, he's got a man there. And what a catch by Caleb Capellas. No, wait, wrong, that was Ben Atwood. A great throw by Elliott Reed, and Atwood was right there.
I assume Atwood saw the drive that Shadow had and said, now wait, that looks fun. I want to have a turn too.
Atwood goes out to the far right side, top of your screen. Reed rolls out to the right side, going to try and hit him again. And did they catch it or is it incomplete? Incomplete. Good concentration on the part of Atwood to make that catch to get them where they're at. Shadow Ridge trying to regroup in a hurry on defense. All of a sudden the wind got taken out of the sails a little bit. Here's Reed in the gun. Gonna keep it himself. Breaks a tackle, gets into Stallion territory, gets to the 37-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and a long 5 yards to go for the Warriors. They're down 21-12 here in the 3rd quarter, 34 seconds left to go.
By the end of that play, Matthew Bourne, you were able to see in the backfield, he just brought down the running back there for Westwood. And it not being a big play in the moment on paper, but it's still being huge mentally wise in this game, saying, no, I see you.
They give the ball to Willis. Willis fights his way through on 3rd down. He's close to the 1st down, but he's going to be short by a good yard, closer to 2 yards on the play. And that's the end of the 3rd quarter with the score 21-12 in favor of Shadow Ridge over Westwood. We'll take a quick break and come back with quarter number 4 right after this. And here we go. Fourth quarter. 4th down and 2 for the Warriors. From the Stallion 44. Reed keeps it himself, gets the first down. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Warriors from the 42-yard line of Shadow Ridge. And for their number one running back being out of the game, the Warriors have managed to still be competitive and keep going. They got 13 seconds to get the play off. Reed into the gun. 1st and 10. Reed keeps it going deep. He's got a man open. And incomplete. Bassett Ward, the intended receiver. And I'll tell you what, the Stallions are thanking the ground because that helped jar that ball loose.
Huge break for Shadow Ridge there. That pass looked to be it was going to be a big play for Westwood, but thankfully Shadow is happy about that.
2nd down and 10. In motion is Levitt. They get the ball to Willis. Willis tries to go off left tackle, gets to the 40-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and a long 9. They call it the 41. So 3rd down and 9 for the Warriors. Into the game, Eric Alvarez, number 5. You've got Bassett Ward on the far right bottom of your screen, and Ben Atwood at the top on the far left. Looks, fires over the middle, and tough. He tried to get it to Capellas, but he couldn't get it in time. It's 4th down.
Shadow just, as they have been for the past few turns, just being able to apply that defense. Maybe that 3rd quarter end break was able to help them catch their breath and just go out there and put on a performance.
So Ward and Capellas will come to the right side. Willis comes in. He'll bring the play in. Atwood at the far left, top of the screen. Stallions with a 3-man rush. Everybody's going deep. Fine, going out into the end zone. He's there. Incomplete. Could there be a flag? No flag on the play.
Westwood really hoping for just a miracle to strike there as a deep pass, but Shadow, as before, just playing that defense, not letting that receiver get to that ball in time.
Well, they probably didn't throw a flag because it wasn't catchable. But it was, from on this vantage point that we had, we couldn't see what the depth perception was, how far he was away from the ball. So a turnover on downs. Stallions will have to try and see if they can put the icing on the cake with another score here with 10:29 left to go in the 4th quarter. They give the ball to Cruz across midfield, 45, 35, 30, 25, and out of bounds at the 24-yard line. Now they're going to say it went out at the 23.
Big hit there from Dalen Hansen there, just being able to push him, Cruz out of the onto the sideline, and Cruz just, as I said before, on cruise control, rolling through this game.
Michael Cruz able to get out to the outside. And he'll come out and take a breather. Lafitte comes in as the backup running back. Unsportsmanlike against Westwood. So for Westwood, they have beat themselves tonight with, I believe they've had at least three unsportsmanlike penalties, which is 45 yards total. Over the left side. Few pickup on the play. Second down, 7 yards to go. Ben Diaz, a tailback, number 30. Stand to the left of Normandin. Meitinger trying to put a block on there. Pass incomplete. 9:24 left to go in the fourth quarter. Stallions waiting for the play to get called. Normandin has the one he wants. It's from the coach. And here they go. Pearson and Laura out to there. They give the ball. Hey, what a shot. And a great tackle, a great hit by Dallin Hansen.
Huge hit on Cruz there. Had the whole crowd reacting as well.
But Cruz popped right back up. Old school football, what they used to say, don't know you got your bell rung, just pop right back up. (21-12), 8:42 left to go in the fourth quarter. Stallions on top and threatening to score. Fourth down, so it'll be a 25-yard field goal attempt by Ryan Seymour. Delay game, so now it'll be a 30-yard attempt or a 31-yard attempt for Seymour. If you're head coach Brandon Large, do you try to call a timeout just to maybe ice the kicker a little bit? Seymour sets his steps, gets ready, and here he goes. Wide to the right, no good. And so that missed field goal still keeps it a two-score game. But if the Warriors can get a score and a two-point conversion and get to 20, they've got the momentum at that point. And we'll see if the onside kick will come eventually at that point. Here come the Warriors. Go.
Westwood looked to make a lot of good big plays that last drive before inevitably converting, or with the conversion foreshadow now. But Reed setting up to go for the pass.
Capellas and Ward, quick, and threw it behind him, incomplete. The timing is not right now, as Bassett Ward was heading down, and rather than trying to look right away, because he didn't really understand that Reed had to get rid of that ball in a hurry. Second down and 10 from the 20-yard line. Nate Willis in the backfield. Look, got point, throws over the middle, and did they put a flag on that?
Crowd reacted like they did.
I mean, he couldn't jump up to trying to get the ball. So the head not going to explain what happened. If it's pass interference, it should be an automatic first down. Yep, pass interference on Shadow Ridge. So the way there was coverage, it didn't allow him to try to get up for the ball. So an automatic first down for the Warriors. It'll be 1st and 10 from their own 35-yard line. Reed rolls out to the left side. Here comes pressure. In trouble. And down goes Reed. And in there to lead the way for the Stallions, big number 17, Grant Jordan.
It's their second sack of the season. See how many times Reed's been sacked.
So a loss of 7 yards on the play. 2nd down and 17 for the Warriors. Here comes the blitz. Reed going to keep it himself. Found some real estate. Across the 35, across the 40, and down to the 45-yard line. It looks like he got enough for the first down. He did. A great run by the quarterback, Elliott Reed. 1st and 10 for the Warriors from their own 45-yard line. 7:15 left to go in the 4th quarter. Warriors down to the Shadow Ridge Stallions, 21-12. Reed looks right, throw right, going deep. Bassett is there, and it's intercepted by Shadow Ridge.
Huge interception there by Shadow Ridge. Just turns the tides of this game and hopefully gives them Shadow Ridge enough momentum to close this out.
Aiden Tatum in there on the reception, coming over from the safety position. And might have an injury down there for the Warriors. And that was kind of textbook. They had to go deep, and the safeties just were able to be in cover 2 and just fade to that side of the field. And Reed just threw it up there for grabs. And Tatum won the battle. They have a chance to see the sideline of Shadow Ridge. Don't forget, next week, Shadow Ridge travels to Valley Vista High School down the street. And you might go, hey, they're kind of playing each other early in the year. And you'd be right. Why is that? Because they are not in the same region. And for the first time, Valley and Shadow are not in the same region. Normally when they are, it's the last game of the season. But since they're not in the same region, they play early on. So the Warriors were moving and then got stopped. Normandian under center. His job, run out the clock. They give the ball to Cruz across the 25 to the 27-yard line. Both teams still have 3 timeouts.
Cruz already having 2 touchdowns in this game, but Shadow's not looking for that that right now. They're just looking to burn this clock and hopefully turn this game down without giving Westwood a chance anymore.
Shadow looking to have a 2-game win streak as they head into Valley Vista next week. Cruz across the 25, down to the 30-yard line, and finally brought out of bounds at the 32-yard line. We are looking to see if there's a score for the Valley Vista Desert Vista game, and we have not been able to pick it up yet. They give the ball to Cruz over the left guard, and Cruz gets thrown back. But they get a couple of yards, but it'll be short of the first down. It'll be 4th down and 2. 4th down and 2, they're going to go for it. Normandin, may try to draw him offside. Hard snap count. Now they're going to shift, and the punt team's going to come on. They got 14 seconds to get the ball off. Brody Lara going out to his gunner position. There we go. Oh, a nice punt. A beautiful punt. A beautiful punt by Ryan Seymour. All the way down to the 4-yard line.
Exactly what Shadow needed there to just put Westwood back as far as they could.
Now, there is a penalty marker on the field. Back at the 45-yard line of Westwood. So some discussion. Holding against Shadow Ridge. So they'll punt the ball away again. And they'll assess the holding penalty. 10 yards. So Shadow will have to punt the ball again. So the punting unit comes back on. Seymour tries to put his foot into it again. Got it off, a second good one. And it's a repeat again. It'll go down to the 8-yard line. So a little bit different result. But a great job by the senior Ryan Seymour, who's done a good job putting his foot into it.
Westwood just been seeing deja vu all night. 2 touchdowns from Cruz in this dissimilar manner and 2 great punts in a similar manner as well.
Well, we can't get the score of the Valley Desert Vista game, but I don't believe it's going to be in Valley's favor at the final outcome. So here we go. Elliott Reed will try to pull us some magic. He looks left, goes left, he's got an arm. Going deep and incomplete. No flag on the play. 4:06 left to go in the fourth quarter. Stallions lead 21-12. Both teams still have 3 timeouts left. Reed rolls out to the left side. Everybody is playing deep. He's going to keep it himself and gets tackled inbounds, but picks up about 4 yards on the play. It'll be 3rd down and 6.
That defense from Shadow, once again, just being a big factor in tonight's game, being able to limit Westwood to 12 points so far, while also allowing them a certain amount of yards.
Well, the safeties are playing deep. Don't give up the big play. Nice catch there by Bassett Ward. And you would wonder if Keyshawn Barkas doesn't get tossed out of the game, is the outcome the same? Well, may have to find that out next year because he's a junior and he'll be back. Reed in the gun. Willis in the backfield to block. Reed comes to pressure. Still on his feet. Safety! And Shadow Ridge, a penalty marker on the play. 2 penalty markers on the play.
A few Westwood players look to be getting up late there at the end of that play as after the flags were thrown. A few Shadow members upset about it, some excited about it.
So we'll see. Or wait, are they going to say forward progress? They're saying, I think they're going to say forward progress. So it's at the 1 yard line. Defensive holding or holding against both sides. Those offset. However, unsportsmanlike on Shadow Ridge. For the record, should the Stallions hang on and win this thing with they got 3:02 left, it has not been the most prettiest of wins. But it doesn't matter. When you look at the score sheet, a win is a win. So a 15-yard penalty, but now that should be automatic first down, and it'll put the ball out at the 16 or the 21-yard line, I think. No, the 16. Well, no, it's Stallions' ball. Oh, now another one. Somebody didn't know. Unsportsmanlike against Shadow Ridge.
Very thrilling game here as sides have changed just in a matter of a few flags and just big plays as well. Keeping the audience on their toes. On their cowboy boots, I should say, as it's Western themed tonight.
3:02 left. Coach Large for Westwood. And Westwood, or Shadow Ridge, calls for a timeout. We'll go ahead and take a timeout as well. We'll come back in about 30 seconds and hopefully have the remaining 3:02 for you right after this. Or we'll keep it here. Maybe not. Here we go. So the Stallions have the ball. And their number one goal right now is run out the clock. And if they happen to put it in the end zone, they happen to put it in the end zone, but their main goal, run out the clock. They give the ball to Cruz. Cruz dances, jukes, and moves, and picks up some yardage. For Shadow Ridge, they've got to get to the 7-yard line of Westwood to get a first down. Second down, and we'll call it a long 16 yards to go for the first down. So here we go. Normandy under center. They give the ball to Cruz again. And Cruz gets through. And I'm 2:06 left. If I'm Zebdinski, am I going to leave my number one running back out there and risk injury?
If it were me, I would say no. I think the risk is too big for.
I mean, it's. I don't. You still have a 2-score lead.
Correct.
It's 2 minutes. Just run the ball, run out the clock, get a first down or two, and it's over. So, timeout's called. I don't know if this one was called by Shadow Ridge or by Westwood. They didn't put they haven't changed the timeouts on the scoreboard. Who's ever running the clock? So third down and a long 9 for the Stallions. Michael Cruz in the backfield, they give it to him. Breaks a tackle, still on his feet, fights his way, and short of the first down. He got to the 8, and he got to the 9. He's going to have to get to the 7. 4th and 1. 1:42 left to go. And no one is calling for a timeout. They'll probably wait for the play clock to get down to 1 and then call for a timeout. Or wait for 3. They get the ball to Cruz. Cruz going in. Did he get in? He's down. He's got the first down. So now the clock runs. And we'll see what Coach Zebski wants to do.
Well, earlier in this game, we were talking about if Barkus or Cruz would be the playmaker tonight as soon as we saw those first 2 drives, and it seems so far it's been Cruz.
So they're going to take a knee, or they're going to try and put it in? They're going to try to put it in with 40 seconds left.
And Cruz gets his 3rd touchdown of the night.
Well, so Zebke wanting to have that margin of victory look good on paper. And there is Seymour to put it up through. (27-12), 28-12 in favor of Shadow Ridge. And Zebke puts the cherry on top of the cake with authority on the and shaking his players' hands. A W wasn't enough. We had to get 28. So 40 seconds left. Yasir Clemens will kick off for Shadow Ridge. Clemens marks off his steps. Warriors will come out. 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line. Reed comes in. Willis will be the tailback. They give the ball to Willis, goes over the left tackle, breaks the tackle across the 30 and down to the 35-yard line. Enough for the first down. They'll move the chains. Clock stops at 34. Waiting for the chains to get set. Then they'll start it again. And here they go. Don't give up the big play. Willis again. Right tackle. He slipped on the turf, and down he goes. Clock continues at 18. They might get one play off, or they might just call it a night. And I think they're going to call it a night as the clock ticks down to 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And Shadow Ridge is 2-1 on the season. The Stallions will be on the road next week to take on Valley Vista. And Valley Vista will be looking probably for its first win of the season. As we don't have a score against Desert Vista for Valley Vista yet. We'll see if we can find one real quick.
we do have the score of tonight's game. It will be 27-12 as Shadow ends up winning this game. I mean, they sure did come out tonight having big plays and big highlights as well. Sorry, 28-12.
Nope, the game's over. The clock is at 0, so they have won the game. No if.
My apologies.
Nah, you're good. So the final score, 28-12 in favor of Shadow Ridge. Congratulations to the Stallions. We'll try and find Coach Z and Sophie if we can find her. Coach Z's probably at the front of the line. So as we told you, next week, DSB Live will be at Valley Vista High School for the Shadow Ridge Valley Vista game. And that should be a good game. Both sides of the stands will be full. And then after the Valley Shadow Ridge game next week, Shadow Ridge will be home to take on Millennium on September 26th. And then they'll be on the road on October 3rd to take on Brophy College Prep. And then they've got a bye week, I believe. And then October 16th, they're here to take on Williams Field. For Westwood, they will have a bus ride back to Mesa. And they will play McClintock next week. And then they'll take on Desert Vista the following week. And then Basha the week after that. So they've got 3 home games. But you've got McClintock, and then you've got Desert Vista, and Basha and Perry. All great football programs there. And I think we got Sophie down to talk to Coach Z.
All
right, take it away, Soph.
I'm here with Coach Z. Coach Z, we just had a fantastic win. Tell me a bit about it. Perseverance during the game. What was happening?
They learned how to win tonight because there were some mistakes made, but they overcame the mistakes. It's a great win for our high school, great win for our community, and then we're just going to keep rolling now.
So what does practice look like after this? How are we going to move forward and continue to win?
You just keep correcting things, and you keep holding the kids accountable. They hold each other accountable, and they work really, really hard.
So when's our next game?
Next Friday, we play the purple team across town, a team we don't like.
And we're going to win.
And we're going to win big.
Yep, okay. That's it for our interview. Thank you, Coach Z.
You got it. Way to go. Yep, you got it.
All right. Go ahead, Brody. Take us out of here.
So Shadow Ridge ended up winning this night with a 28-12 score. And then in that interview, you heard that he said that they were going to win big. So we only hope to be able to do that next week, win while playing Valley Vista. Well, thank you for tuning in tonight. I was Brody Mortaya.
I'm Tom Burry. We'll talk to you next week. Good night, everybody.
Yeah.